Actually, I missed my RX-8. Dude, PK, did I ever tell you about my RX-7? Oh. We're going back a few years. Not a crazy amount of years, but I was in my early 20s and I managed to get a bunch of money together. I knew what I wanted to do. So at the time, I knew I wanted to buy an RX-7, import it, work on it a little bit, like build it up so that it's more reliable, you know, get all the tests done, etc., etc., so that people would be happy to buy one and then sell it. And I wanted that to turn into a business where I import some Japanese cars, work on them a little bit, make sure they're top tier, ready for sale, and then sell them. That was going to be my business. I'd worked up a bunch of money for it, and I was really excited to get going. So I found this Japanese car import website. Loads of good reviews, very helpful staff. It was really, really good. And I maybe bid on 5 or 6 different RX-7s to bring in, because the first one I wanted to do was an RX-7 because I know the profit margin on an RX-7 could be quite large, and I really, it's a dream car, right? And so yeah, I got outbid on 5 or 6 RX-7s, and eventually I found a white one, and it was low mileage, etc. It was really good, and it was fit. It was an Affini, an RX-7 Affini. It was a good one. It ran. It wasn't a write-off. Yeah, lovely. I paid for it. I paid for insurance on it. I paid for because they had 2 levels of insurance. One was like a normal risk insurance, and the other one was like a high risk insurance. Like if there's anything that can go wrong, it covers it. And I bought the highest one because I was like, I'm not losing out on this first one, like for any reason whatsoever. It's coming here. I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna make a business out of it, and I can't wait. Right? Yeah. And then they got the car. They got it at the dock, and they send you pictures of it and what it looks like and how it should arrive to you, so that if you need to claim on insurance, you can. Say someone's like gone in there and nicked the radio or burst a tire or stolen wheels or whatever it is, you should be able to claim on insurance to get that back, right? Or to get some money back at least. So they take all the pictures of the car, and it's looking incredible. Honestly, looking so good. I love it. I've got the pictures of it here still. Right, let me show you this. Look at this. There's the back of it. This way? Yeah. There's the front of it. Looks nice. Beautiful. Beautiful car. I don't care about white cars. That doesn't bother me. I don't really like them because of scratches and dirt and things like that, making them look a bit weirder. But to be honest with you, most cars that come in from Japan are white. Right. Let me show you the front again, right? I loved it. I absolutely loved it. From the minute I saw it, I was like, I'm in love with that. I'm in love with that. And then, right, let me find out when the picture was. So that picture was on the 29th of August. They sent me those 2 pictures on the 29th of August. They sent me a bunch more, but those were the ones I saved. On the 13th of September, I get an email. And this email reads like this, right? Hi, Mower. Apart from not Mower, you know, my actual name. Unfortunately, some bad news regarding the RX-7 as it got caught up in the last typhoon, because Japan was having really bad weather. Please see pictures attached. It ended up in 80 centimeters of water with water damage. The roll-on, roll-off boats won't ship it as it could be a fire hazard. We're waiting for further word regarding the car condition and what can be done. You have insurance, so one way or another, things work out. Apparently there are a lot of damaged cars. We have another one in a similar situation, and it will likely take some time to sort out, unfortunately. I know this is not the kind of email you'll want to receive. We'll try and deal with this the best we can. It is the first time I've had this situation in over 20 years of exporting. Many thanks. And then their company. They go down and they take pictures of the car. Dude, I cannot tell you what is up with the bonnet, as I have no idea. But like the bumper's all popped off on that right hand side. It's looking a bit worse for wear. As you can see, like the front bit of the bumper there is a bit messed up. The side skirts are a bit whack. That picture doesn't really show much damage. This is all the inside. I haven't shown you guys these pictures before. Every time I told this story, I haven't shown you the pictures. This is all the inside, like soaking wet because it was sat in like a meter of water. And you probably won't be able to see anything from this, but this was the inside. This was the inside of the car. It's got like boost gauges and stuff on it and stuff. It's really sick. And so we went through the whole insurance thing, and it went through, you know, a few weeks backwards and forwards with the insurance company. They sent me all the emails between them and the insurance company, etc. And in the end, the insurance company just went, we're not paying out. They paid out on the other car that was in the similar situation, and they paid out on apparently all the other cars that they had, not that that company had, but all the other stuff that they had on that boat that they were covering. They paid out on all of that as well, apparently. And it was just mine they didn't pay out on. And so apparently this company were fighting for me and stuff and things like that to like get my money back and stuff like that, because obviously they can't give me money back, because what I've done is I've given them money to go and buy that car. They've gone and bought that car, and then it's in the insurance people's hands after that. What came of it was absolutely nothing. No money, no car, no business, no prospects. I worked so hard. I worked so hard to save up. I worked so hard to pay my bills. I worked so hard to get myself in that position. And basically after that is when life went a bit shit, to be honest with you. Eventually they stopped emailing me back because they couldn't get anywhere with the insurance company, and that was that. Haven't been able to get any sort of international lawyer. Wasn't able to do anything like that. Every like solicitor, lawyer, people that I spoke to were like, we don't deal with international, you know, and I didn't have the money to put down for a lawyer or anything. So it would have had to have been a case of, after that point, we win the case and then I pay them, or I can't do it. You know, I checked up on this business to make sure that I could trust them. And they've been importing cars for over 20 years, like specifically from Japan. They had like a whole backstory. They've got all their certificates from all the right companies. I fully checked them out. Good reviews and everything, you know. Probably wondering how much the RX-7 cost me. In total, with all the fees and the shipping that you have to pay before the car goes onto the boat, plus the car itself, it cost me just shy of £7,000, £7,000 back in 2018 in dollars. So times it by 1.3, 7,000 times 1.3, $9,100, $9,100 gone. So 4 years, that was 4 years ago. So I would have been 24. Imagine a standard 24-year-old losing $7,000 or $9,000. Yeah, it's crazy that 4 years ago that £7,000 would be $9,100, whereas nowadays it's nowhere near that. So yeah, that's my story. That's my story about the RX-7, and that's why I'm a streamer. And that's why I'm a streamer, because I probably would have had a car business that was doing pretty well, importing cars, modifying, or like making them better and then reselling them. And that company was so good, helping me every step of the way, because they'd send me suggestions of cars they think I should buy or they think I should bid on, and I would send them suggestions of what I found and like, why wouldn't you suggest these, etc. And they'd be like, oh, this one's a write-off, like it's been written off. This one's had this problem, this one's got these problems, this one doesn't have a compression test, this one doesn't have any recent compression tests, blah blah blah, you know, these kind of things.
Thank you for watching the video. Please sub if you like it.